Have you ever found yourself caught in a storm, feeling like the world around you is crashing down? The fear, the doubt, the overwhelming weight of it all. What if I told you that in those very moments, you are never truly alone? In this video, we will walk through powerful real-life stories and share timeless Bible verses that remind us that God is with us through every trial. Stay with us and discover the peace, the strength, and the unwavering presence of God that will carry you through the darkest storms. Life isn't always a calm journey. There are moments when storms arise, times of fear, sorrow, and doubt. But even in those challenging seasons, God's promise remains. He is always with us. His presence brings a peace that transcends understanding, a comfort that calms the heart, and a strength that lifts us up when we feel weak. The Bible is rich with stories that affirm God's constant presence, especially in our hardest moments. These stories serve as powerful reminders that, no matter the storm we face, we are never truly alone. God walks with us through every challenge, offering His guidance, comfort, and unwavering support. One powerful story that illustrates God's presence in the storm is found in Matthew 14 verses 24 to 33, where the disciples are caught in a fierce storm while on a boat. The wind is howling, and the waves are crashing, filling them with fear. But then, Jesus approaches them walking on water. Despite the storm still raging, He calls out to them, saying, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." In that moment, the storm didn't cease right away, but the disciples were filled with a profound peace because they knew Jesus was with them. His presence was enough to calm their hearts, even as the storm continued to swirl around them. Another powerful story comes from the book of Daniel, where Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused to bow down to a golden image, despite the king's command. As a result, they are thrown into a blazing furnace, the heat so intense that it consumes the guards who throw them in. Bound and facing certain death, they are not alone. In the furnace, they see a fourth figure walking with them, one who appears to be the Son of God. Miraculously, the fire does not harm them, and they emerge unharmed. This story is a powerful reminder that, even in our most intense trials, God is right there with us, offering His protection, strength, and presence. Another incredible story is that of Paul and Silas in Acts 16. After being beaten and thrown into prison for preaching the gospel, they are locked in chains, facing injustice and hardship. Yet, in the midst of their suffering, they begin to pray and sing hymns to God at midnight. Their faith remains steadfast, and in response, God sends a powerful earthquake that shakes the very foundations of the prison. The doors fly open and their chains fall off. This miracle is a testament to God's presence, showing that even when we feel trapped or bound, God's power is greater, and His presence is able to break every chain that holds us captive. God's presence in storms isn't always about calming the situation. Often, He works within us during the storm itself. In 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9, Paul shares a powerful truth. God told him, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." This verse reminds us that when we feel weakest, God's strength is made most evident in us. The storm may not always vanish, but His grace empowers us to endure, giving us the resilience to face each challenge with faith and courage. Even in our struggles, His presence transforms our weakness into a source of divine strength. Another scripture that reassures us of God's constant presence is found in Isaiah 41 verse 10. "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This powerful promise from God reminds us that no matter what we face, He is always there. When we feel weak, He strengthens us. When we are in trouble, He helps us. And when we feel like we might fall, He holds us up with His righteous right hand, providing us with the support and security we need to keep going. God never leaves us to face our storms alone. In fact, He often draws closest to us when we are in our deepest trouble. Psalm 34 verses 17 to 18 assures us, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." When you feel broken, overwhelmed, or crushed, remember that God is near. He listens to your cries, understands your pain, and works on your behalf, bringing comfort, deliverance, and healing in the midst of your struggles. You may wonder why God allows storms in the first place. Sometimes storms are the very things that shape us. They teach us to depend on God more fully, refine our faith, and strengthen our character. James 1 verses 2 to 4 encourages us. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. These storms, though difficult, can make us stronger, more mature, and better equipped to face the challenges ahead, shaping us into the people God is calling us to be. When you face trials, remember that God is with you. Just as he was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the furnace, with Paul and Silas in prison, and with the disciples on the boat, he is with you too. No storm is too big for God. No trouble is too great for his power. Even in the darkest moments, his presence brings light and hope. Trust that he is walking with you through every challenge, offering his strength, peace, and guidance to carry you through. You are never alone, and with God by your side, there is nothing you cannot overcome. So when you find yourself in the storm, hold on tightly to his promises. Let his peace fill your heart, even in the midst of the chaos. Trust that he is right there beside you, walking through the storm with you, offering his comfort and strength. You are never alone. God is with you, always. In every trial, he is your refuge, your strength, and your ever-present help. Keep your eyes on him and know that his love will see you through.